You gotta give me time, Naran. What happened yesterday? You have to realize what a huge step that was for me. When my boyfriend dumped me and my parents kicked me out, I vowed never to be in a relationship again. I was going to be a single daddy, and that was it. Then the two of you happened. And now I find myself considering if I'm the fated mate of not one, but two men, including one bossy alpha. Naran's face softened even more, his eyes full of warmth and understanding now.
I didn't mean to push you.
Sivney smiled at him. I won't be pushed. You know that. I'll resist as often and as hard as I need to. But I do take this seriously, the three of us. My promise I wanted to give this a try was real. And that's why I figured we should at least move into the same room so we can take care of Lev.
Okay,
Naran said.
Let's make it happen. Talk to Polani.
You okay with me doing that? He rolled his eyes.
Would I tell you to talk to him if I wasn't? I'm no pushover either, firecracker. I mean what I say.
Except when you say something and then don't apply it to yourself, Sivney teased him. Naran's mouth pulled up in a smile.
Except then.
Sivney sighed, his stomach going all aflutter again. I love it when you smile. That, of course, made Naran's smile even bigger.
Yeah?
You're hot anyway, but when you smile, you become irresistible. The look on Naran's face told Sivney how deep the alpha's insecurity had taken root, how much this compliment meant to him. It jarred him. Naran always came across so sure of himself, but he showed a different side here. Sivney understood it couldn't be easy, especially for an alpha, to accept the limitations of his body. And now, for that kiss, he said, and Naran's eyes grew wide. If you don't mind a little morning breath, I'd love to kiss you.
I don't mind at all,
Naran whispered, and so Sivney moved in. Naran lay still, and that meant more to Sivney than he could put into words, that the alpha allowed him to take that step to set the pace. He traced the outline of those soft lips with the tip of his tongue, and Naran let out a little sigh. Sivney pressed his lips onto Naran's, first gently and then with increasing pressure. That big alpha body trembled, but Naran stayed unmoving until Sivney teased him with his tongue, and then he opened up for him. The kiss was so much sweeter than he'd thought possible, as soft and almost innocent as a first kiss between high school boys. Naran's hand stayed on Sivney's shoulders, even when Sivney cupped his cheeks and moved in closer, deeper. He took his time exploring the alpha's mouth, discovering his taste, the slick touch of his tongue, his strength that simmered even in that kiss. It had to have been minutes later that he broke it off, and by then they were both panting. Naran's eyes were dark with desire, and Sivney's body wanted much, much more, but his mind hit the brakes, and he took a calming breath.
Thank you,
Naran said.
That was... Thank you.
Since "you're welcome" would be too awkward, and he couldn't figure out anything else to say, Sivney merely smiled. It was a good start to the day.